What's up, friends? Happy Wednesday. Today, I'm going to show you some Chrome tips that might make your life a little bit easier. The first tip we're going to talk about is searching tabs. So if you look across the top of my screen, notice I have quite a few tabs open. I usually have way more, but this is what I have. And if you are like me and open a bunch of tabs at the same time, then you know that the more tabs you have open, the smaller these little images get. And so it can get hard to kind of figure out which tab is which. Well, that's where search tabs comes in. All the way to the right of the tab bar, if you look, there's this little drop down arrow. So when I click the drop down arrow, it's going to give me a list of all of my open tabs, which is great. If I scroll down, it will also show the recently closed tabs that I have, which can be super helpful. But if I look at the very top, there's a search bar. And so if I want to get to the National Geographic site that I know is open on one of these tabs somewhere, if I just start typing National Geographic, it's going to pull up that tab for me. And so then all I have to do is click this link here, and it's going to take me right to that tab. Yay, search tabs. So easy. The second tip that I'm going to show you is bookmarking. So bookmarking is a way for you to save a site where you can access it quickly without having to type in the same website address over and over again. So if you look to the right of your address bar, there's this little star. So when you click that star, it's going to give you a little drop down. And so you can name it. Now notice it's a kind of a long name, so I can actually rename it to something shorter. So I'm just going to rename it Nat Geo Kids, and it's going to stick it on my bookmarks bar, which is fine. So I'm going to say done. There's my bookmark. So now I can get to this site with just a click from there. The problem with the bookmarks bar is, notice that the more you add, it's going to fill this up quickly. And then once you fill up this bar, you're going to get a drop down arrow here, and it's going to start listing all of the other bookmarks that you add, which is fine, but you're going to have to go through that list to find the sites that you're looking for. If you look at my bookmarks bar, notice there are some folders. So you can actually create folders to organize your bookmarks. It makes it a little bit easier to find them. So to add a folder, if you right click here, there's a little option to add folder. And so I'm going to do an ELA folder so I can start adding ELA sites in here. Now, I can stick it on the bookmarks bar and it's going to be a main folder, but I can also do subfolders. So I could put this under my curriculum folder if I wanted to as well. So I'm just going to do that and say save. So now if I hover over my curriculum folder, I now have this ELA folder, but it's empty. To add a site to a folder, I'm going to come over here to my Springboard site. Okay, and so I want to bookmark this, but this is an ELA site. So I'm going to do the same thing and click the star. But notice right here, because I opened the curriculum folder last, it's listed. But you click this drop down arrow, bookmarks bar might be what's showing for you. But you can then show all of the folders that you have. And so you pick the one you want and say done. Now, when I hover over the curriculum folder and then go to ELA, there's the site that I bookmarked. So it makes it super easy. So if you've already bookmarked a bunch of sites and you want to organize the ones that you already bookmarked, like the Nat Geo one, what you can do is on this link, so I'm going to go back to the Nat Geo one, click that bookmark again, and then right here where it says folder, I can then change that folder to one of the other ones, so I'm going to move it to science. Click that and say done. Now it's no longer on my bookmarks bar, but it is in my science. That's it. That's your second tip. Hope you found either one of these helpful and hope it is a time saver for you like it was for me. Thanks for joining.